Describe a book you read that you found useful. You should say what it is, when you read it, why you think it is useful, and explain how you felt about it. I'd like to talk about a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, which I found extremely useful and practical. I read this book about a year ago when I was feeling unmotivated and struggling to maintain a consistent daily routine. This book focuses on the idea that small habits, when repeated consistently, can lead to remarkable long-term results. Instead of encouraging people to set unrealistic goals, the author emphasizes the importance of making small, manageable changes in daily behavior. What I found particularly useful was that the book provides clear examples and practical techniques such as habit stacking, tracking progress, and designing an environment that supports good habits. I believe this book is useful because it can be applied to many aspects of life, including studying, working, and personal development. After reading it, I became more disciplined and started building positive habits like waking up earlier, planning my tasks, and reducing procrastination. Overall, I felt highly motivated and inspired after reading this book. It completely changed my mindset about self-improvement and taught me that long-term success comes from consistency rather than sudden effort. Even now, I still apply several ideas from this book in my daily life. Vocabulary: consistent daily routine, long-term results, manageable changes, personal development, change my mindset. 1. What should we do to prevent modern libraries from closing down? To prevent libraries from closing down, I think they need to transform into more modern and attractive spaces. Besides lending books, libraries should provide digital resources, free internet access, and comfortable study areas. Organizing community events such as workshops, reading clubs, or exhibitions can also encourage people, especially young generations, to visit libraries more often. If libraries meet modern learning and social needs, they can remain relevant in the digital age. 2. Have libraries changed a lot with the development of the internet? Yes, libraries have changed significantly due to the development of the internet. In the past, libraries mainly stored printed books, but now many of them offer ebooks, online journals, and digital databases. Users can access information quickly without physically visiting the library. However, libraries are no longer just information centers. They have also become quiet places for studying and research. 3. Which one is better, paper books or ebooks? In my opinion, neither is completely better because they serve different purposes. Paper books provide a more immersive reading experience and help readers focus better, especially for long reading sessions. On the other hand, ebooks are more convenient since they are lightweight and easy to carry. Personally, I prefer paper books when studying and ebooks when traveling. 4. Do you think old people spend more time reading than young people? Yes, I think older people generally spend more time reading because they have more free time and fewer responsibilities related to work or study. They also tend to prefer traditional activities, such as reading newspapers or books. In contrast, young people are often distracted by social media and online entertainment, which reduces the amount of time they spend reading. 5. What should the government do to make libraries better? The government should invest more in modernizing libraries by improving facilities and updating book collections, providing free access to digital resources, and organizing reading programs for students can also make libraries more appealing. In addition, the government should promote reading culture through public campaigns to raise awareness about the importance of reading. 6. What are the types of books that young people like to read? Young people usually prefer books that are entertaining and practical, such as novels, comics, and self-help books. Many of them are also interested in books about personal development, business, or mental health because these topics are closely related to their future careers and personal lives. Describe a famous person you would like to meet. You should say, who is he, she? What is he, she famous for? What you would do if you meet him, her? And explain why you would like to meet him, her. I would like to talk about Taylor Swift, a world-famous singer and songwriter whom I really admire and would love to meet in real life. She is best known for her successful music career and her ability to write meaningful songs based on real-life experiences and emotions. I first got to know her when I was in secondary school, as her songs were frequently played on the radio and shared widely on social media. Over time, I became a big fan not only because of her music, but also because of her personality and strong work ethic. If I had the opportunity to meet her, I would like to express how her music has inspired me and many other young people during difficult times. I would also love to ask her how she manages to stay creative for such a long time and how she deals with pressure, criticism, and fame. If possible, I would really enjoy hearing her talk about the stories behind some of her most popular songs. I would like to meet Taylor Swift because she is a truly creative and determined person. She constantly challenges herself by trying different music styles and never stops improving. In addition, she uses her fame to spread positive messages about self-confidence and independence. To me, she is not only a talented artist but also a strong role model, which is why meeting her would be an unforgettable experience. Vocabulary: songwriter, real-life experiences, strong work ethic, self-confidence, and independence. Unforgettable experience. 1. Do you think that famous people are generally happier than ordinary people? I don't believe famous people are necessarily happier than ordinary people. Although they often enjoy financial security and public recognition, they also face constant pressure and a lack of privacy. Being in the public eye means their actions are always judged, which can negatively affect their mental health. In contrast, ordinary people may lead simpler lives with fewer expectations, which can sometimes result in greater emotional stability. 2. What qualities does a person need to have in order to be famous? To become famous, a person usually needs a combination of talent, determination, and strong communication skills. Confidence is also essential, especially when dealing with public attention and criticism. In addition, adaptability is important because famous people often need to respond quickly to changes in trends and public opinion. 3. Is it easier or more difficult to achieve fame today than in your grandparents' time? I think it is much easier to achieve fame today compared to my grandparents' time. In the past, fame was limited to people who appeared on television, radio, or newspapers. Nowadays, thanks to social media and online platforms, anyone can become famous overnight by creating engaging content and reaching a global audience. 4. Do you think more is expected from famous people than ordinary citizens? Yes, definitely. Famous people are often seen as role models, so society expects them to behave responsibly and set positive examples. Their behavior, opinions, and even personal lives are closely monitored. As a result, they are often judged more harshly than ordinary citizens when they make mistakes.